I can't believe it's already been 20 years since 2005. That's absolutely wild to me. That was the year that I first moved to Florida, and that was also when Hurricane Katrina hit. And I moved to Florida September 1st of 2005, which was only like a week or two after Hurricane Katrina. Actually, I think it was only about a week because I was packing up my U-Haul when the tropical depression from Katrina was passing over and it was downpouring the entire time I was moving. It was just a nightmare. And that was right around the time that gas prices were gouged beyond belief. I was paying like $4, $5 for a gallon of gas for the entire 1,000-mile trip that I made down here. But yeah, man, that was already 20 years ago. That's just hard to imagine. So, anyway, oh yeah, by the way, I turned 21 years old that year. That was a milestone for me. I was trying to think of other things that happened. I know my New Year's resolution for 2005, I think to this day, it was the only New Year's resolution I actually stuck with, and I gave up all carbonated beverages, soda, and everything. And um, I even didn't drink beer when I turned 21 because it was carbonated. So I went an entire year without drinking any kind of carbonated beverages. So yeah, that happened. That was the only New Year's resolution I ever stuck with. But I came up with some interesting stuff from 2005 that I figured I'd go through. The top 10 most watched YouTube videos from 2005. Also, some commercials from the year 2005, some Wayback Machine fun. And let's see, that I'll get rid of because that was 2006. I thought that was 2005, Evolution of Dance, but it wasn't. Also, some popular companies that came out or that were founded in 2005. Also, just a few different news stories, some of the biggest news stories that came out that year, some of the best and worst gadgets of 2005, as well as the toys of 2005, and some of the movies of 2005. I think that's basically what I came up with. I figured I would start with the ball drop from 2005, going from '04 into '05. And I was 20 years old at this time. And here we go. ABC time. Got less than a minute until the ball drop. Archive.org version. This is on Tom-TV channel. Man, this audio is just garbage. It's bad. But you can't expect a whole lot from such a long time ago. What a special time. Were you alive back in 2005? Drop it in the comments. Or if you were, how old were you?
25, 24 seconds, 23. Here it comes.
Yep, here it comes. We only got about 20 seconds left.
Wow, what a great sight, huh?
What a great sight.
Now we're down to 12 seconds.
Uh-oh.
10, the crowd getting
10,
louder
9,
and louder. Listen to them. Here it is.
Here we go. About time to rock and roll.
4,
Goodbye, 2004.
2, 1.
Happy New Year.
Everybody.
Happy New Year 2005. Officially halfway through the new, well, not the new millennium, but halfway through the first decade of the new millennium. I remember those goofy ass glasses everybody was wearing back then because they had the 2 zeros in the middle of the year, so they turned them into glasses for like 10 years. Yeah, there is one right there. Probably if I go back a little bit ago, they probably show more people wearing those stupid glasses. Yeah, correspondent. Dude, the New Year's ball drops around now, it's just a cringe fest, in my opinion. Yeah, there you go. 2000. That actually looked like, oh yeah, those were 2006 glasses for some reason. I guess they were showing what to expect over the next year. Isn't that a Bloomberg? I could be wrong. I don't know.
Top security by the best police force in the world. New York City police were everywhere tonight.
Yep, everybody was rocking and rolling. Special time, man. Yeah, there they go, 2005. Yep.
The New York Marriott Marquis.
Good old times, good old times. Actually, the Xbox 360 came out in 2005, I think, in November. That happened. So next thing I'll show here, YouTube. That's what YouTube looked like when it first launched in 2005. This was on April the 28th. So it was as basic as you can get. From what I read, the first YouTube video that was uploaded, it was the one everybody knows, like what's his name at the zoo in San Diego. That was uploaded to YouTube 2 months after the site went live. So the site was technically live for a couple of months before any videos were uploaded to it. So my guess is that probably nobody had any idea that it was even a website at all, except those who made it. But let me see. I want to see if it'll show anything on the homepage. Maybe if I can get lucky and come across something here on the Wayback Machine. Yeah, here we go. This is YouTube on, oh, that was in 2007. I actually went too far. Let's head back to 2005. It started ramping up throughout 2005 on here. But yeah, they got the featured videos and all that. I remember that back then. Yeah, it looked quite different. Of course, all the thumbnails are broken, which happens all the time with Wayback Machine. But yeah, that'd be interesting to actually grab some of these. Will it actually show a link? I don't know if it'll actually. Oh, you know what? It actually might. I wonder if I could actually plug this in and actually make this happen. You think I might be able to make that happen? I don't know. It's late at night. I'm bored. I'm not tired yet. So I figured I'd have some fun with the year 2005. All right, let's see here. Let's see what I go. Oh, no, shit. My bad. Wrong. No. What the hell happened? It disappeared. Oh, okay. Hold on. What? How the fuck did that happen? What the hell's going on here? 2005. All right, hold on. Here we go. Well, actually, that should work. I guess I could at least try that. See if that might do anything. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Yeah, there you go. That worked. So this apparently was out, 19 years ago, September 29th, 2005. Tom Walsh film. Moss Wu's Appeal. 46 seconds. What the hell is this?
Are we on? We're on.
Wow, dude. 2005 YouTube.
My name is Count Moosewu. I'm here to make an urgent plea. I have lost my pet cat.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the pain.
Like
the
knockoff
shame.
Alf.
Please.
You
if
ate your
anyone
cat,
out there
dude.
has seen a black
You
and
ate
white
it.
kitten called
Stop
Tisbeth,
eating cats. What are you eating your cat
call.
for?
Get in touch
Don't
on
do that to us.
0800 Moosewu.
Okay, that's interesting. All right. Let me go back. Oh, okay. Here we go. I don't know what I was. Okay, yeah. So I did click on it, and it actually did show the link. That's cool. 10th day of Christmas. So these are featured, right? Yeah, today's featured videos. ICER Air 2005, number 3. Oh, see, they even have them rated back then. Out of like 3-star, 4-star. Talking the do's and don'ts of egg care for your pet egg. That's interesting. All right, let's try this again and see if I actually get it right this time. See if this will work. No, it's not available. Damn it. Nope. Okay. I guess I just have to let it load for a minute because that came up. ICER Air 2005. Here we go. 14 seconds, dude. All these videos are so short. ICER Air 2005, number 3. 3,900 views. It made it to YouTube's featured page, and it actually... And it only got 4,000 views. Holy shit. Damn. All right. Interesting. No, I don't want to play that. All right. So anyway, yeah, I'm just messing around, just having fun. But anyway, here's some of the more popular videos that did come out in 2005. These obviously have millions of views. Me at the Zoo, 364 million. Here's a funny commercial. I guess I'll check that out. 2005. This was December 20th of 2005 on the channel D. That is crazy. They don't even have 2,000 subscribers. But this video has 30 million views. Imagine that. But you know, they didn't even have the subscribe feature back then, though, did they? What the? This actually kind of looks familiar. Dude, you can never get away with this on TV today. That is not happening. Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Faut ronfler un peu. Faut ronfler un peu. Non?
Oh wow.
Moi, vous savez, ça me dérange pas. C'est pour les autres.
Avec Vodafone
Wow.
Live dans votre mobile SFR.
That was crazy. That freaking blows my mind. 30 million views and not even 2,000 subs. But yeah, I guess in 2005, you know, the subscribe feature just wasn't there apparently. But yeah, that was interesting, I guess. And I don't know, maybe I'll just play one more. Let's see here, ping pong. Give that one a shot. 342 subscribers with 6.2 million views. This is fucking wild, man. This is
係要
crazy.
掌握個時間等等都要好好，所以佢頭先係失咗。咁但係相反，話現時歐洲嘅運動員咧，
Reminds
比
me
賽
of
都
Forrest
用呢
Gump.
板啦，放下突然間削一板咧，令到你難以亦都應付㗎。但係呢板靚啊！再一板發力，
Wow.
好衝㗎！陳生話夠埋
No.
一個車身，
No.
再一個關斗，再夠埋㗎，再放高，盡量表演。許真才呢板咧，再呢板縮矮仔啦，俾佢啊！
No
陳生
freaking
呢個
way.
自己唔講啦，俾許真才講翻個仲精彩。
How was that not cheating?
咁變咗佢就講。
Dude, that was ridiculous. Okay, that was off the rails. All right, hold on. What's the number one? Besides that one, that one's just a given. Okay, it would have been this one. Nike soccer commercial, Good versus Evil. Only 1.75 thousand subscribers with 20 million views. What
Fu
the
in quel
hell,
giorno
man?
che una forza maligna emerse dalle viscere della terra.
Nah, I'm not going to play that. It's not even in English. All right, whatever. So yeah, anyway, there's some videos from 2005 from YouTube. Somebody put that playlist together. It was not me, but that was kind of cool. But here's a few commercials from 2005. See if any of these jog your memory. If you're old enough to remember the year 2005. Chili's, live a little. Big hit of armed robbery. This wouldn't have been on the maybe it was on 360. I looked it up. It came out November 22nd.
Officer Marcus Reed.
I had to look it up because I'm not a gamer.
They don't respect this. Maybe they'll respect
Oh,
this.
what the hell this is? It's not GTA 4. Oh, True Crime. PS2. Okay. There you go. And on Xbox. Xbox One.
Last few months have been great.
Excuse me.
But
It's not you, it's me.
it's not you, it's me. I just have a lot going on right now. A lot.
When there's magic,
When there's magic,
somebody always has to vanish.
somebody always has to vanish.
No? I don't think she bought it. Canadian Club. I wonder if I might see one that I actually remember.
Introducing Real Coca-Cola Taste.
Real Coca-Cola.
Now with zero
Oh,
calories.
come on.
New Coca-Cola Zero. Taste buds, rejoice.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, we got another one. Coca-Cola Zero. It was hot back then.
Introducing real Coca-Cola taste. Now with 0 calories.
I don't
New
remember
Coca-Cola
these.
Zero. Taste buds, rejoice.
All right, what else we got? Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Supra.
Push the button and feel the boost in performance. Gillette's battery-powered motor.
Yeah, why did they have this correlation with razors and like crazy ass sports cars back then? This isn't the only one.
Away the competition. You'll be blown away, or Gillette will give you your money back, guaranteed.
Yeah, razors had a.
I
don't know. They were all about fast cars for some reason. M3 Power. The kitty catwalk.
Want all your cats to look their best? Introducing
Sure.
new Iams
We always look
Multicat,
our
the
best.
first ever food specially
When do we
tailored
not
to
look our
each of
best?
Your cat's needs, so overweight cats can burn fat and trim cats can build muscle.
No, cats don't look their best.
Now all
We
the
are
cats in your
our
home
best.
can have the ideal look. Iams, good for life.
My sleep number is 90.
Invest in cat food.
Floyd here prefers
Gentlemen.
his side of the sleep number bed at 15.
The sleep
My first
number
wife
bed.
didn't really
Those are still
appreciate
around, I
it. They
think.
get along. Her number
Pretty
was
sure.
60.
I think so.
My second wife was a 75, and that was for
I mean,
her
I'm
and
sure the
cat.
technology's
We've got
gotten
it set at
ridiculous
15. If I
since.
can find another 15, she's welcome to whatever's left.
You know,
of
they
the
even
bed.
like heat and cool.
A sleep number is
Your
the
perfect
key
temperature.
To a perfect night's sleep. The sleep
Memory
number bed
foam.
by
I remember
Select
when memory
Comfort.
foam came out.
Call
I think it was like the
1-800
early
sleep number.
2000s.
Now's a great time to score a super wireless deal
Wow,
at
look at these
Radio
phones.
Shack.
Oh,
Show
Radio
your true
Shack, man.
colors
Blast
with
from the
this hot
past.
Sprint PCS phone with speakerphone and voice
I think
activated
Radio
dial.
Shack kind of went
Your
belly
choice
up
of
in,
black, blue, or pink.
what,
It's just
2016,
$29.99
17?
to your agreement. When it comes to wireless, don't settle for second string. Hurry in
Sprint
now and let Radio
PCS.
Shack prove why we're
I actually
number
had
one
one of
in
those. I had
wireless
one of those
customer
Sprint phones.
satisfaction.
Mine
And
looked just
why we
like
sell
that.
more wireless than any other consumer electronics
And you
retailer.
probably wouldn't believe
For
me,
all the best
but
in
just by
wireless, get your
coincidence, it happened to be in
neighborhood Radio
2005 when I got it. Because I moved down here to Florida, and then like 2 weeks later, my ex and I got a computer from Best Buy, and that's when I got my first ever flat screen. It wasn't a horizontal flat screen. It was just a straight up square, and I think it was like $300 just for the screen. And I got an HP computer, just some basic PC. I mean, computers they were okay back then, but they weren't these crazy ass looking gaming computers that they have out these days. But I think it was about a week or two after I moved here, we went up to Radio Shack and got Sprint phones. And I know that phone they showed on there was the same phone that we got. But yeah, I signed up for like a 2-year plan or something like that. Because when I moved here, I wanted to like fully integrate as quickly as possible. I wanted the license plate right off the bat. I got my driver's license like within a week, and I got my phone number changed to a 727 area code. Like, I mean, I had it all. I was fully assimilated within like a month of moving here. But yeah, that was interesting. That was cool. I'm glad that commercial showed up. I forgot about that.
Nice shot.
There's some Michael Jordan. Back when he was still, I guess, relevant. Is that Matt? Oh, is that Matthew Perry? I don't know. It looks like him. No, that's not Matthew Perry, is it? I don't even know. It looked like him, though.
This winter,
You look like the cat that swallowed the canary.
the critics are raving.
John Cusack.
Move over, Bad Santa. John Cusack and Billy Bob Thornton have a
Billy
special
Bob
holiday
Thornton.
treat.
It's Christmas.
What the hell is
Everybody's nice
this?
on Christmas. Ouch, that had to hurt. Yeah, sure did.
It's wickedly hilarious.
I have wickedly not seen this.
Must have.
The Ice Harvest.
The Ice Harvest.
Kill you. Friday, November 25th.
Hey, you got me. Anybody seen
I'm
that?
a simple man.
Oh, it was a Focus
So when I
Features
heard that
film. Well, that
Chrysler was gonna
explains
make
it.
someone in Canada a millionaire just by buying or leasing one of these great cars, caviar. I got excited. I'll take the gold. This week you can win $25,000 just by visiting a dealership. But like I said,
William Shatner. I used
I'm
to
a
watch
simple
Rescue 911 like way back in
And
the
we
early
all
90s
know
when I was a little kid.
money can't buy
He was the
happiness.
host of that.
Someone who buys or leases a new Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge before
I can't believe
January
that dude's in
3rd
his
is going to win
90s, and he
$1
still
million.
looks pretty much just like that today.
Hi, I'm Eva Longoria, and I'm hosting Saturday Night
That
Live.
blows my mind the dude
Guess
aged
what?
as well as he
Hey,
did.
Any of you guys into gardening?
No.
It was a long off season.
All right, I'll
But
do like
hockey
one
is
more.
back big time, and that calls for
McDonald's.
big-time burgers.
Gotta have a
Double Big
McDonald's
Mac or a
commercial.
double quarter pounder with cheese.
Double quarter pounder. McDonald's is in trouble these days.
Double cheeseburger, fries, and a drink
Their
from the
menu
dollar
items are too damn
Two
expensive.
crumpled dollar bills. And three
Charging
quarters
like
from the
$8
seat
for a
cushion,
Big
4
Mac by
dimes from the
itself. That's
ashtray, a nickel
ridiculous.
from under the floor mat, and 9 pennies from the glove compartment.
That is hilarious.
Always
Yeah, good
having
luck with that
exact
today.
change. Priceless. Now use your MasterCard at McDonald's or use the new MasterCard PayPal.
Remember back when they used to have the dollar menu? Now they just call it the value menu. All right.
Hey, Mom. Sorry I haven't called for a while. You guys went and took that family portrait without me in it. What was that?
Oh.
For Christmas, I want the Verizon Wireless
flip
V276
phone.
by Motorola at Radio Shack. It's got a digital camera,
I was gonna say, does it have a 2 megapixel camera?
So I'll know when it's you calling, and I'll definitely, probably answer.
Bye.
This holiday season, don't just get a gift. Get the right gift.
Back
at
to Radio Shack again. All right. There's Denny's. Good old Denny's. All right. So I already did Wayback Machine. So these were a few companies that were founded in 2005. Of course, YouTube's one of them. Reddit, if you didn't know that, Reddit was founded in 2005. The same with Etsy and Hulu, streaming service. I knew Hulu came out in the 2000s. I think that was the first popular one because it used to be free when it first came out. My sister told me about it, and I can't even remember what it was that I saw on there originally, but yeah, I think I probably first saw Hulu maybe in like 2008 or so. And yeah, I don't know what Atlassian is. I have no idea what that is. Software company behind Jira and Confluence. But yeah, a few companies. 2005. There you go. Let's see. Biggest news stories from 2005. We got Hurricane Katrina, one of the big ones. Also the ongoing war in Iraq. And Pope John Paul II passed away. 2005 Kashmir earthquake, 7.6 magnitude in Pakistan. Large number of casualties and displacement. And, of course, the aftermath of the 2004 tsunami. I think, didn't that happen on the last day of 2004? I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that's right. It was right after Christmas, December 26, 2004. So, yeah, I mean, that was devastating as all hell. That killed like hundreds of thousands of people. War in Iraq, other events, Ukrainian president. I don't know what the hell they're talking about with this. Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, no. I think he was caught in like 91. Michael Jackson's sex abuse trial where he was found not guilty. Martha Stewart's jail sentence. I forget. Yeah, I remember that. Supreme Court ruling on eminent domain. That is so messed up. They ruled allowing private developers, essentially private companies, to take land for private projects using eminent domain. So basically, if your house is in an area that a private company wants to do business, they basically, I guess, they can exercise eminent domain and seize your freaking property. Anyway, I mean, maybe it's more convoluted than that, but let's move on to the best and worst gadgets of 2005. Of course, the 360's up there. The video iPod. Never had the video one. I did have, it was either first or second generation iPod, which I bought on eBay in 2008. It was heavy, man. Those original iPods, they weighed a lot. And the one that I had, I think it was 32. No. I think it was 16 gigabytes. But I never filled it up. Like back in the 2000s, dude, everybody was downloading music. And I think at that point, I had a library of probably at least a few thousand songs. But I never came close to filling it up, at least not with music. But back then, I was into Coast to Coast AM, talk radio. So I was on the internet just trying to download as much of their archive stuff as I could find. And even with all that, I wasn't able to fill up that iPod. But yeah, that was cool. I wish I still had that. Let's see, the PSP, the Nano, the Treo 650. So let's see here. Science. All right, hold on. 2005. Oh, it's not going to let me. What? Oh, come on. Fucking Wired, man. Since when did Wired put their stuff behind a paywall? All right, well, I guess that's not happening. At least not with Wired. But that's all right. Let me go back and see if there's something else. So 2005 electronics. I was hoping to get something with images to actually look at what these look like instead of just going through one by one and having to take a look. Yeah, see, they got a pair of headphones there. That's like all they're going to show. Samsung SGH i300. Just 2 pictures. Lovely. Let's see here. Big year for innovation in entertainment in 2005. On VOA News. It's probably just going to be an imageless article, which, yep, absolutely turned out to be that. Anyway, here, I'll check this out. I mean, I could take a wild guess of what that actually looks like, but let me just see here. I think it was, no, hold on. Here we go. All right. See what the BlackBerry 87, there you go. Look at that old brick. The BlackBerry 8700C. Anybody own one of those? I never had a BlackBerry. Had a flip phone for a while, and then I got in 2009. I got it was a Sprint phone. It had the keyboard on it, and it was a wide phone like that, a flip phone. Oh, what was that thing called? I think it was called the Lotus or something like that. And that was the nicest one I had at the time. And then finally, I think in 2011, I got my first smartphone, an HTC Inspire. I can't believe I remember that, but that was the first smartphone I had. And about 6 months after, I fucking ran it over and busted the screen all up, but it still worked. And anyway, let me head back to here, the Sonos Digital Music System. Okay, I gotta see this because I don't know what this is. Let's take a look at this. The Sonos Digital Music System. Wireless audio. Oh, wow. So it's kind of like an Alexa in a way, maybe. Except it's just music, wireless. It's actually kind of cool. Digital music. I bet that was a fortune when it first came out. Kind of seems familiar, maybe. iTunes phone that was highly anticipated. The Motorola Rocker. Motorola Rocker. Obviously, I didn't have that. Here, take a look here. This came out in 2005. Yeah, there you go. That's actually kind of a nice phone. Not bad. Motorola, man, they were on point back then. It came out the Razr, if I'm not mistaken. I think that came out by Motorola put out that phone, I believe. The Apple Mac Mini. Let's take a look at that. I mean, I got a pretty good idea as to what that looks like. The Apple Mac Mini. Images. Okay, never mind. Wow, that's interesting. So, what? It's just, what, a CD player? I don't even know what the hell this thing is. Oh, it's like a docking station. Or no, never mind. It's a full-on computer. Oh, shit. I am not an Apple person. I've never owned anything from Apple except for that iPod, which I bought on eBay. To this day, that's the only Apple product I've ever owned. Well, that's cool. I mean, PCs, like, that was definitely ahead of its time if it actually came out in 2005, which it said it did. Wait a minute, hold on. Are these must be like the newer ones? Yeah, hold on. I was gonna say, like, that's, yeah, okay, that's more like it, I think. Back panel, late 2009. Well, I guess I can find one on eBay. They may not have very good pictures of it, though. All-in-one computer. Damn, they only went $50 for that? No power adapter. Yeah, all right. Interesting. Yeah, that was kind of ahead of its time, I would say. It's like just a miniature PC. Yeah, if you look at mini PCs these days, I don't know if you've taken a look at any, but like these PCs are absolutely tiny. And they're fairly cheap, like for the basic ones. I mean, some of these are really small. I don't know if they'll show any measurements in the titles or not, but But yeah, I was checking these out. Actually, yeah, there you go. That's a PC. It's got Windows 11 Pro, 12th gen Intel. Intel, they're not doing too well these days. I actually read just the other day that they're planning on laying off 20% of their entire staff. 12 gigabytes DDR5 RAM, 256 gigabyte hard drive. I mean, that's for a basic PC, man. That's fully loaded enough. Got quite a few reviews. Over 1,000, 4.5 stars. Obviously has Wi-Fi. It's even got Bluetooth built into it. Yeah, not bad, man. That's like a fully functional PC that you could basically put into your pocket, more or less. 60% smaller than mainstream mini PC. I mean, that is cool, man. Plus, I can only imagine it being a hell of a lot more energy efficient than your classic tower PCs, which is what I'm using to create this video. I've got a Dell PC that I bought it was in 2020 when I bought it. I bought it for like $100. It was refurbished. It was on Amazon. And yeah, when COVID happened, and didn't have a lot of money because I never do. But yeah, I ended up buying that just to, kind of pass the time because, I went to work from home and my daughter had to do school from home and I didn't have a computer in my room at the time. So I was like, well, I got like $100 to spare. So, I mean, I've upgraded the RAM and all that since then, but yeah, I could probably stand to get a newer computer, but that actually I might keep that in mind. Might have to check out one of those. Plus just just being energy efficient. I think with a PC, like, I looked it up. It's like $8 a month if you let your PC run. Even if you put it in sleep mode and you let it run for like 8 hours a day, it costs like something like $8, maybe $10 worth of electricity over a month if you let it run continuously. But yeah, anyway, was that the one I was on next? iPod Nano 360. First hard disk phone. Substantial storage for music. Oh, okay. All right, I got it. One that had enough memory on it to actually store stuff, which was in 2005. Now, this one I kind of was irritated at, but it's from the Toy Association, which I'm assuming is an official website when it comes to toys, but it's the 2005 Toy of the Year winners. And the Toy of the Year was the V Smile TV learning system from VTech. And, I mean, I could just plug in a couple of those. Hold on, let me see. Where am I? I'm just going to scooch that over. Let me see if I can come up with couple of images and see if we can get a good idea as to what this thing looked like. Yeah, there you go. So this apparently was the Toy of the Year of 2005. So doesn't look familiar. I didn't have my daughter until 2006, so I was not in the market for kids' toys back then, but anybody remembers that? If you had one, there you have it. Apparently that got Toy of the Year. Activity Toy of the Year, the Boy Toy of the Year, Laser Tag Team Ops. The winner for the Boys Toy was Lego Knights Kingdom. The Activity Toy, the Aquadoodle Spin Master. Why does that sound familiar? That sounds familiar. The Aquadoodle. Have a look-see. Wait. Oh, okay. Well, no. Maybe not. Showing results. Oh, there we go. Okay. Aquadoodle. Yeah, that does not look familiar to me. All right. Boy Toy of the Year, Legos. Educational Toy of the Year. V-Smile TV Learning System. Electronic Entertainment Toy of the Year. The Video Now Color from Hasbro. Game of the Year. Seen It. Screen Life LLC. The Girl Toy of the Year. Bella Dancerella. Home Ballet Studio. Let's see what that thing looked like. Apparently it's on Amazon. There you go. That was wait, it was a VHS tape? That's not a toy. Girl Toy of the Year. Home Ballet Studio. Yeah, apparently it was. All right. Cabbage Patch Kids, Dora's Talking House, Infant Preschool, Most Innovative Toy of the Year, the Robo Sapien. That does sound familiar. Robo Sapien, which I'm sure they've probably. Hold on. Let me throw in 2005. See if that might show up in. Oh, okay. Man, look at that thing. Oh, that's cool. He's got big ass hands. Well, that's cool. I have no memory of those being on store shelves. Although, according to the Toys of the Year, it must have been all over the store shelves back then. Outdoor Toy of the Year, the Schwinn Stingray bike, the Property of the Year, Dora Explorer. Oh yeah, okay. Property of the Year, Disney Princess and Spider-Man, Cabbage Patch Kids, and Yu-Gi-Oh! The Specialty Toy of the Year, the Geomag. The Geomag. No, hold on. I forgot to throw in. Because they might have done updates since. Geomag. Oh, okay. Those magnetic. Yep, okay. Yeah, they definitely still make those. They got tons of generic ones these days. I'm sure you can go on Amazon and find like 1,000 of them that are made in China. So yeah, there you go. Those are Toys of the Year. And let me hop over here to the movies. So we got Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, 7.6. Almost 1,000 reviews on that. Or no, almost 1 million, rather. So yeah, I saw that in theaters. Batman Begins, of course. I didn't see that in theaters, but of course I've seen it. King Kong, I don't think I ever saw that one. Walk the Line, that was a good one. Crash was good. Fantastic Four, never saw it. Really don't care about superhero movies, but that's just me. Kingdom of Heaven, I don't think I saw that. Wasn't that a foreign language film? I thought that might have been like foreign language film, like Brazilian or something. No, never mind. It was directed by Ridley Scott. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else. The Island, man. The Island was a great movie. That movie is so underrated. Very underrated. That was a good one. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. I don't know why it only got 6.8, but it was good. It was a good action movie. Wasn't bad. Definitely worth watching. I did not see that until years and years later. I first watched that like maybe 5-6 years ago. Chronicles of Narnia, never saw it. House of Wax, didn't see that. Wolf Creek, Red Eye, The Jacket. Charlie and Chocolate Factory, I do not care to see that at all. Amityville Horror, that was good. I think that was Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. That was a good one. Never saw any Harry Potters. I know, don't hate me too hard. But I just haven't. Doom, Jarhead. Jarhead was good. Saw 2 was good. I like that one. Sin City was awesome. That way, I would probably put that in the top 3 for 05. Into the Blue. That was good. Paul Walker, Jessica Alba. I mean, yeah, it only got a 5.9. It probably deserved a 5.9, but I like movies that are set in the Caribbean and, yeah, like American actors and whatnot. I don't know. I just got a thing for, movies set in foreign countries where they at least speak English. But, I mean, like, that didn't really have anything to do with where they were living, like, per se. I mean, it kind of did, but, yeah, they found like a bunch of coke in a plane that like went down in the ocean, and they discovered it, and it turned into, a whole bunch of craziness, as you might be able to imagine, but I liked it. I thought it was all right. Constantine, that was good. Let's see, Longest Yard, The Ring 2, never saw it. The first one was awesome. War of the Worlds, I think I did see that, but I don't know. I forgot it easily. Four Brothers, Land of the Dead. Never saw any of those XXX movies. Hitch, I didn't see either. I didn't see that. Mr. and Miss Smith, I did see that. That was all right. Skeleton Key, I think I saw that. Lord of War, I saw. That was good. That was definitely a good one. Fog, Brick. Let's see. London. Wedding Crashers was all right. The Weatherman, it was all right. I don't really remember much of it. But I know I saw it. Oh, Zodiac, man, that was an awesome movie. If that's what I'm thinking of. No, never mind. I was thinking of the Jake Gyllenhaal version. No, no, never mind. That one came out, I think, in 07. Yeah, the one from 07 was fantastic. Aeon Flux, I didn't see. Wasn't that like a MTV something? I never saw Fun with Dick and Jane. I think I did see Bandcamp, but I'm sure it wasn't all that great. Syriana was pretty good. George Clooney and Matt Damon. Let's see. I know I'm probably skipping over movies that you might find to be a classic. I'm looking at them. I'm just not familiar with them. Legend of Zorro, I don't think I saw. Lost City, of course, Madagascar. But yeah, there you go. There's a whole bunch of movies that came out in the year 2005. Actually, my daughter and I earlier, we were looking at movies from 06 because that was the year she was born. And there were a lot of bangers that came out in 06. 06 was a great year in movies. So yeah, there you go. Some films from 2005. We got more of the top news stories, which I'm not going to really go through them because I already went through like the highlights from the earlier tab, but this one was more in depth. I'll probably put this in the description. Some events in the United States, some main sports events, World Series, the Super Bowl, and whatnot, entertainment events, and of course the movies. They didn't put Brokeback Mountain on that list, did they? I didn't see it. Let's see. Music and books and some science breakthroughs that happen. Some notable deaths that happen. Johnny Carson definitely stands out. Peter Jennings stands out. Richard Pryor, of course. Hunter S. Thompson, of course. Rosa Parks. William Westmoreland, I think I know. But not off the top of my head. Westmoreland sounds familiar. So yeah, there you go. From infoplease.com. And I think that's basically all I got. Back to YouTube. I'm trying to think of like what. No, never mind. That's back actually on YouTube's. Let me go back to Internet Archive here. Actually, let me just go to the home page. See if I can come up with something. Like I'm trying to think. How about Amazon? I'll check Amazon and maybe I'll check Google. Oh, what am I doing here? Let's see. From 12/12. What? What am I doing wrong here? Oh, okay. Hold on. That's right. Hold on. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to cheat. I'm just going to do it the easy way. I don't know what I clicked on. I clicked on something. Amazon. We got to go way back. All right. 2005. I don't know. I'm just going to click just random. Let's go with July 6th. Maybe. All right, fine. We'll do July 14th then. All right, it's loading. It is loading up. Loading up. Wayback Machine. Of course, it takes a minute. Yeah, there you go. That's Amazon from 2005. And usually on Wayback, the links don't, or the tabs don't work usually. But, oh man. My curiosity is getting the best of me. Now I gotta sit in the waiting room. Yeah. Actually, yeah, it actually did work, didn't it? Would you look at that? Interesting. Favorite books of the year so far. Tax Secrets of Millionaire Real Estate Investors. Well, that's cool. Yeah, so we got Amazon on here. Looks obviously very different than what it used to. Mrs. Smith. Oh, yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, because that came out that year. Disney's 50th anniversary apparently was in 2005. All right, so let me go back. Let me do... I don't know why I'm going to do this, because it's going to look the freaking same, probably. Let's see here. February 11th. That's my brother's birthday. All right. Yep. As basic as you can get. I definitely remember Google looking like that back in the day. Yeah. Maybe ebay.com. guess I could look at, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of just, yeah, see, eBay doesn't really look all that different. I mean, it kind of does, but it kind of doesn't. Wow, look at that. Trending shoes from 2005. Those actually look kind of cool. Let me do RadioShack.com. See what that looks like. I don't know, man. I'm just bored. Just hanging out. Just bored. Playing around with the year 05. Wait, was this? Oh, no. Hold on. So that eBay one I was on, that was 2025, wasn't it? Yeah, of course it was. Freaking idiot. All right, hold on. So let me try that one more time. Or maybe not. I think I kind of recall clicking on, yeah, February 11th, right? Maybe it was 2025, maybe not. Yeah, okay. See, that looks more like 2005 eBay. What are you looking for? So they got the search bar way over here to the side. 7-Up. That's crazy. Then they got some sponsors down there. All right, that's eBay from way back in the day. Let's see, check out some Radio Shack. See what Radio Shack looked like back then. I don't know, maybe. Wow, that's basic, man. Very basic. Could you imagine the internet looking like that today? Very web 1.0. Everything's just connected by links where you could just click your way all over the place. Back when, surfing the internet actually had some meaning behind the catchphrase. Let me think. I'm trying to think whatever. Think of something else. Let me do try bestbuy.com. Let's see what that might look like. And then I might just wrap up after that. Maybe I'll watch another commercial or two or something just to finish it off. June. Let's go in the middle of the year. 61,000 times. There's Best Buy. To be honest with you, I'm shocked that Best Buy is even still around. I'm surprised that it hasn't gone the way of like Circuit City and Radio Shack and all those other electronics big box retail stores. I don't know, man. Somehow Best Buy managed to find a way to still exist because, I mean, my local Best Buy, it's in Clearwater on Drew Street and 19, and it's still there. It's been there this whole time. They're still open. But yeah, all right. Well, there's some old websites for you.
At Denny's, you get
check
more
out
than
some
a great
Denny's.
value. You get a great breakfast. Introducing Denny's delicious fruit-baked French toast with real peaches or raisins and cinnamon baked right in the bread. Plus all the extras for an incredible...
Dude, that reminds me of this. I know this isn't 2005 per se, but that actually reminds me of this. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, okay, this is it. I wasn't sure if I should put fuck in it or not. What the fuck's up, Denny's? Is this the one? 1.7 million views? This is inside a Denny's restaurant. What the fuck's up, Denny's? That is absolutely wild, man. Oh, dude, that's so awesome. Oh, okay, it is a repost. The original one apparently got, maybe it was this one, 4.8 million. That's probably the original video. Yeah, that makes sense. It was about 12 years ago. Yep, from 2013. The Denny's Grand Slam. So just a brief backstory, actually, here while I turn this down. Brief backstory with this band, like the lead singer of the band, he always wanted to put on a concert inside a restaurant. or inside a public venue. And I think he got the idea from another band who did that. And I don't know if he was eating at this Denny's at the time, but this was in his local Denny's, of course, but apparently they were closing down this Denny's. It was going out of business. So he approached the manager or the owner and asked him if he could put on a concert in Denny's before they closed it down. And the guy was like, yeah, sure, why not? So, and this happened. And I mean, it didn't get hundreds of millions of views, but I mean, it went sort of viral. But yeah, that was interesting. Like, they actually put on a concert inside a Denny's while they were, I don't know if they were technically open or not, but probably not. There was another band in California that took this idea and they played in a Denny's too. But they actually like rented out, like, I don't know if renting it out, but they reserved like a corner of a Denny's, and they ended up inviting like 100 some odd people showed up in the middle of, like, Denny's they were open. They were serving food. There were people there eating, and like all these punk rockers were showing up. There's like 150 people that showed up, and they just started like headbanging and moshing and all that crazy shit. Pretty sure they ended up getting kicked out, but these guys didn't. That's freaking cool. What the fuck's up, Denny's? Yeah, anyway. I know I'm trailing away from 2005, whatever. But yeah, if you're still here looking for 2005 stuff, I'm pretty much done with 05 for now. What the fuck's up, Denny's? I don't know why that cracks me up. What the fuck's up, Denny's? All right, anyway, yeah, that was fun. 2005, good times. Good times. The year I turned 21 years old. You know, good times. The year that I moved here. I can't believe that was 20 years ago, man. It was so long. It wasn't that long ago. It feels like it was just a few years ago, but I mean, yeah, you know how the elders, they say that time flies. Like you just never realize how quick time goes until it's already gone. But I mean, if you look back in your memory, no matter what age you are, you can account for the time. You know, like, yeah, it feels like it was just yesterday, but no, it was 20 years ago. I remember 2006, 07, 08, 09, on and on, all the way up until 2025. I mean, I can account every year. It's all there. It's all been experienced. It's all in the past. But anyway, yeah, I'm just going to cut it there. I was going to see if I can go at least an hour, but apparently not. But anyway, that's all I got. See you later.